Hello everyone, Chris here with Platinum Reviews. Today, I have the newest review for The Company Man on PlayStation 5. The game is already out on Nintendo Switch, but it comes out on PlayStation on August 26th. So, if you like the review, check out the game. I'm not sure the price of it, just because I received a review copy and the price isn't listed, but my guess is probably about $10 to $20 is going to be the price range for this type of game, but no idea yet. So, without further ado, let's jump into the video, but do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It means a ton to me. Here is the review for The Company Man. In The Company Man, you play as Jim. On his first day of the job, he is demoted. He then devises a plan to take over the company and become CEO and change the company from within. Will he succeed in those plans? Well, guess you're going to have to play the game and find out. Now, as far as the story is concerned, I don't really like discussing stories in my reviews, so that's about where we're going to leave it. However, I will say I didn't really care for the story. I felt like it was very predictable. Even the oh snap moments, you could see it coming from a mile away. The heartfelt moments weren't really heartfelt. The game was just meh. I do feel too the characters, they were just there as well. I didn't have any sort of feeling towards the characters. I didn't care about their stories that were unfolding with the game. It just was happening. So I wouldn't suggest this game based on the story. If you're wanting a game with a good story, I mean, this isn't the one for you. Now, as I said earlier, in The Company Man, you were playing as Jim on his quest to move up the corporate ladder and become CEO of the company. This leads me to probably one of the coolest things about this game is the setting and the environment. I really like the whole idea behind this game and the fact that as you get promoted, you move to these different levels, you are in these completely different areas. Yeah, they're still in an office setting, so they look similar, but HR, for example, is a frozen tundra, or if you go to marketing, it's like a forest area. It's really cool and really unique. I will say, too, the enemies in these areas are super cool because they change. It's not just reskins of enemies that you've seen earlier to where, one has a red shirt, the other one has a blue shirt, and they have the same exact attack. They're completely different characters that you're fighting. They are completely different movesets. You don't have to worry about having the same attack. It's really cool and really different. I will say, too, with that, it does help that there is a wide variety of enemies. And I want to say about 5 to 6 different enemies per level, but it helps a lot because the moveset that you have is very repetitive. It's one move. You have square to attack. As you beat bosses, you do unlock a triangle projectile move, but that projectile move is kind of useless. I didn't find myself using it too much. And even moments where it was like, oh, this would be good for me to use it, I just didn't really find a need to use it. I think the main reason behind that, though, is because the game is easy. You don't even have to technically fight most enemies if you don't want to. You can just rush past them and go to a drink station where you get a cup of coffee. Coffee is actually what reheals your health. So as you go to these drink stations, you're also using these as a checkpoint. So if you just rush past all the enemies and maybe defeat one or two that are required to open a specific door, you can run to a drink station, heal, and get a checkpoint and keep moving. So the game is very, very easy, and even the final boss only took me one time dying to figure out its entire move pattern and go, wow, this is very easy. So I feel like the difficulty level on this game is just kind of lacking. Once you do beat the game, you do unlock the impossible difficulty, which I did not try, but hopefully it's harder than the normal difficulty because normal is just way too easy for me to even suggest somebody try it. Now, we're going to talk about all the gripes with the game in one segment. I'll bring up the ones that I've already spoke about just to kind of put them bundled up together, but we'll discuss a couple of new ones too. Now, I think a big issue as well is, like I said, the game is very, very easy, but the enemy placement is like they're placed to hurt you, where you come into a new section of the screen, you can't see to the right of you, and an enemy just flies in and hits you. And there's 0% chance that you can dodge that attack. And I found that happening quite a bit to where I was like, okay, cool, thanks for that. And a lot of times it would cause me to die and I would have to restart at a checkpoint. So super annoying. Like I said, the story's kind of lame. The characters, you don't really have any emotional connection to them. The bosses not having a hit indicator or a health bar, anything of that matter, was kind of annoying as well. Overall, though, I kind of enjoyed the game and it was an okay game. Now, I would give the company man a 6.5 out of 10. Like I said, there are some issues. There are a lot of things that I would like to see changed, but the setting of this game was so cool and so unique that I really think it helped drive this game forward further. Now, this is the section I would normally talk about the trophies. However, the game does not come out for a few days, so I do not know the trophies that are in the game. I will say, however, there are a few missable trophies that I know of. There's one in the hotel lobby in between levels. If you try and exit and go out the revolving door, you get a trophy for trying to leave. Also, in the levels, certain levels have these gauntlet rooms, I guess, where you have to fight 4 or 5 different enemies, and those enemies, they're really easy, but they're the enemies from that level. Once you beat them, you get some experience points and you get a trophy. So be on the lookout for those. I know there also is beating the game in a certain amount of hours. You get a few trophies, so I don't know past that. There is an impossible difficulty mode, so there might be a trophy for that, but I can't really go further into the trophies because I just don't know what the trophies entitle. But, you know, they're there. I think after beating the game, my first playthrough, I was about 35% done with the trophies. There are a couple of silver trophies. I don't think I got any gold ones. So, yeah, I might go back and platinum this. I am not sure yet, but it's not that bad of a game. I feel like it's lacking in a few departments. Departments. Anybody? Because it's a company game. Never mind. I'm here till Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Chris with Platinum Reviews. If you have any questions about the game, let me know in the comments down below. The Company Man comes out on Friday on PlayStation 5. It is already out on Nintendo Switch. Thank you guys so much. And as always, keep getting those trophies. I'll catch you on the next video.